I like them.
Unrelated. Started streaming.
Okay.
So don't talk about all the porn.
Right.
Porn.
All. D. You gotta stop. You gotta stop looking at that stuff.
I'm addicted, man. I love the porn. All the porn. Hey, I wasn't the one sharing pictures of digital vaginas the other week.
That's a good point.
Makes me have regrets about leaving Clay on our server. And also, the fuck, Jeff.
Oh, that was very much drunk Jeff. So
I just love the fact that we haven't heard from Clay in like months, and then digital vagina pops up, and he's like, "I've been called."
that sounds about right with him.
So I'm being fussed at that I need to take some days off because I looked at my pay stub and I have 26 days worth of time off to take.
Jeez.
I only
That
carried
roll-
over a
that-
week. How do you get to
Did
carry
that-
over like
Yeah, how
A
did you
month.
roll over a month?
It's a combination of holiday days, comp time from like working extra and doing special events, and vacation days.
and it all like it never evaporates?
I guess
It
it's
all carries
well.
over.
I guess I'm just gonna assume that in her case, it's different for her than us because it's government. Government, is that right?
Yes.
Local government.
Yeah.
It's still government. It's because, okay, so holiday days, since I have to work holidays, they give you that time back. So I have 1 year to spend those days from the time they give it to you. Like Christmas 2019, I have till Christmas 2020 to spend it. So that's 54 of the hours. Comp time, you have until January 1st to spend, regardless of when you got it. And then
So if you get it on the 31st of December, you can't spend it.
if it's that close, I just roll it over into the next year.
Okay, so it's not a hard and fast rule. There's some brain power behind it.
Very small amount.
Also, you get to carry a week over. I only get 3 days.
Well, and then vacation, at the beginning of the year, it rolls over into like a bank, but you can only bank up to 160 hours.
And that's
And then every pay period, I get 4 more hours, and then it rolls over. And I've maxed out my 160, and then I've got another 10 on top of that.
so
It
go
worked
ahead
out
and
to
take a
26.
vacay.
Yeah, it sounds like you need it.
Why don't you just take off all of Dragon Con or all of that month?
The problem is, if I get switched units, I'm not going to want to take off because I'm going to be in training again.
So take off now
Right.
before you switch units.
I'm taking 1 day off next week before motor school, and then
Did you say
I'm
one
hoping
day or
there's-
1 week?
1 day next
1
week
year.
because yes, 1 year. And then I'm hoping there's like a week in between motor school and actually getting moved, and then I'll just take that whole fucking week off. Go on a vacation or something.
You know, Jeff is kind of pivotal to what's going on right now.
I have a spell. I can communicate with the party. During our long rest on the road, I took sending, so I can communicate with people distance
Oh,
now.
nice. Okay.
I
All
was
right.
like, this is going to be excellent. Why? The biggest thing we have a problem with is communicating with people.
It's true. 4 minutes and I'm going to start.
Excellent. I've decided not to make popcorn because I will burn it. And then Anna will be upset.
And it'll smell awful for like the next half hour.
She is super sensitive to smell right now.
Sick?
Pregnant.
Oh, right.
No.
Right. I realized what I said as soon as I said it.
You know, it's a type of parasite.
It is a type of parasite.
It's a tape. It's a big old tapeworm. That's what it is.
I need a pen. BRB.
I forgot some. I'm gonna refill my drink.
Pen acquired.
Where are you guys at? There you are. Oh wait, Sean, what was the name of that? What was the name of that script again?
Styles.
Styles.
It only works in Chrome.
Right. Yeah, I use Chrome only for Roll20 just because of the whole camera thing.
No. BRB. Cats. So yeah, it's Styles, and I have. I'm using Roll20 Big Map Tab, and I created a custom one called Bigger Cameras.
So wait, it's called Stylish, you mean?
Done. Okay.
Custom
Yes,
themes for any
Stylish.
website?
Yes.
Stylish, okay. So how did you do that once you were in Roll20?
You can go to the library tab once you have the extension installed, and you can find styles for Roll20.
Ah, there it is. Ooh, it's nice. It goes straight to Roll20.
Yeah, it'll show you the things on the website you're on.
What was the name of the one you were using?
Roll20 Big Map Tab.
Roll20 Big Map Tab.
By NYSS. That is the author, or whatever.
By NYSS?
Yes.
Install that style. Yes. This is exactly what I need. Oh, that's so good. Oh, so
There's
much better
a lot
now.
of weird shit in there too. Like, it let me jack up the camera size by, I think I got it set to like 250%.
Oh, geez.
Looks way better on the stream.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a beer and then we're starting. So
last time, before he gets back, we found a house that was abandoned, and it has a portal maybe to the wizard. But we'll see how that goes. Jeff's character was sent back to town to come fetch y'all while I stood guard drinking with an old farmer. Who was also Serena's dad.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, after the weird magic shop, Isteval and Armin found an old man picking up supplies in the inn/bar. He was complaining about someone building building a house on his land, and nobody was doing anything about it. So Armin and Isteval decide to take the day's ride north up into the foothills before the Southwood to check it out. They were interested. Now they get up there and they find that it has been built. It's been there for 2 or 3 weeks now. You know, Wim's memory's a little spotty. He's an old man. They searched around inside the house. Sir Isteval found some notes, and I guess we'll take it from there. So I don't give away too much info.
I already gave away a lot of info while you were
Oh,
getting
did you?
here.
Oh, okay. So that's about where we're at. Isteval has come back to town to attempt to gather up Hafen and Yolanda to take them back up to the potential lead that they have found. Since they know they have found a teleportation pad, they don't know where it goes. They don't know how to activate it, but that's where we're at. Are you there, Jeff?
Yes.
All right. You're back in town while Armin is up at the farm with Wim.
Okay.
So what do you do?
So I'm back in town.
You're back in town. You're at the bar with Hafen and Yolanda.
I'm gonna kick the door into the bar. I'm gonna scream, "Drinks on Hafen!" No, I'm just kidding. Everybody, come on. No, but I am gonna bring them up to speed on what's been going on. We went to help the farmer with his little land dispute, and the land dispute ended up being a little bit more than a simple dispute. It is actually there's direct ties to Serena and possibly even a way to get farther into we've got some portal magic going on. So I'm just gonna bring them up to speed on what happened.
Sure. You guys are up. D, Brett, you guys are up to speed. Sean told you enough?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hit it?
All right, so if you guys want to take the ride north, we can make this quick.
How are we gonna do it?
Well, you're going to need horses.
Doesn't Yolanda run at horse speed now?
I might run faster than a horse.
Hafen can hop on your back. You can give him a piggyback the whole way.
You can borrow my belt of dwarven kind for a minute. Get your constitution up.
Well, with the strength I have, I don't think that's like he's like baby
You could
piggybacking
probably
a
just
child.
throw Hafen
Oh.
like a missile.
Well, strength and stamina are two different things.
I think her strength is like near 20 anyways.
Well, just saying.
Actually, my strength is 21 because the belt lets me go above 20.
Okay, so you just got to follow the road that leads up the river about a day's ride north. If there are no complaints, we'll just go ahead and get the party there. Get this shit going.
I'm not complaining.
Let's see.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
You're not asking that. You're back getting smashed with Whim.
Are they here yet?
Whim.
Whimsy. I'm calling him Whimsy now. With a
Well,
You have appeared at the cottage.
Hell and well met party.
I guess let's.
This is what I was writing.
Your find steed.
A giant mastiff.
It's a horse or a mastiff now. It was a elk or something before.
Well, it changed into a mastiff on the way back,
Does the mastiff represent something also?
and it's a fiend.
Does the mastiff fiend represent some other god that we don't know about?
No,
You just decide to drive some demonic dog.
arbitrarily decided that we needed a demonic dog presence.
Okay,
That's
well,
what this party was missing.
as that approaches, I'm like, the fuck? And I get my hammer out, or I don't have a hammer. I get whatever weapon I have out. Get off the dog, Isteval. It's
No.
something
no.
wrong with it.
I rode up to the edge of the house and then sicked the dog on you as a practical joke.
Oh,
So this like horse-sized dog that looks just like terribly evil just comes galloping up to you.
I stick out my
Roll
spear.
for initiative.
It gives you a big giant lick on the cheek instead of attacking.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Stand your dog down.
Say the command word and it disappears.
All right, so you have arrived at the cottage on the far ends of Wim's land. He's still standing outside, very upset, and he's like,
Why has he been
Are you
upset?
guys-
Why is he upset? We've been drinking the whole time.
"You've been drinking the whole time? Is that
Whole
what
time.
it was?" He's drunk and he's upset. Nah, something needs to be done. This house is on my property.
There's also a few bricks that I was taking out to try to appease him very slowly while Isteval was gone.
Sure. You just started dismantling the
Yes.
property.
Dismantling the bricks and building another brick house on the other side of the rock over here.
All right. So, what do? You're at the cottage.
I think so. There's a teleportation pad downstairs, and we need to figure out how to activate it. And we have a magic person, Hafen. You can figure out magic stuff, right?
Magic
Okay.
stuff.
Let's go downstairs
Go take a
and
look.
you do your magic.
Well, did you relay to him all of the information on the notes on the table?
They said some things. That there's a password. There's to activate it. I forget the notes. Do I have? Hold on, let me open
Well,
up Discord.
you weren't the one to initially investigate them. It was Isteval. So, but I'm sure he told you everything that was on it. So,
Oh yeah.
The notes basically talked about elementals, talked about teleportation, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But Hafen can always take a closer look at the notes if he so chooses.
Yeah, I would like to inspect the notes, please.
Yeah, give me an inspection at advantage, since this is in your
Alright.
wheelhouse.
Apparently, I can move Yolanda.
What?
You've been mind controlled by Armin.
It's a gift for me to control
It turns
your
out
mind.
Armin was a mind flayer all along.
Ooh.
What a twist!
Hafen knows nothing.
That was bad.
Are we back to guessing the password?
No, not necessarily. So you notice when you look at the notes, among everything on his research into elementals, you notice some stuff about dragons in there, blue dragons specifically. There's also a note on the table about a certain woman that he has taken an affinity to. Her name may or may not be Serena.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Does it say my dear Serena?
My fairest Serena.
My how you've grown.
Can for realsies, does it say stuff like that?
Yeah, it's
And
like
is-
he's kind of infatuated.
Is it like
You also know, you can see on the notes that it is written by a wizard named Ataz.
A Taz?
Yeah. He was mentioned by Serena when everybody talked to her in the crypt at the keep in the Misty Forest.
Okay. So what? Can I use my Arcana to search for any spells that he has written down here?
You absolutely can. All right.
Okay.
You pick the note up and you hold it up to the light. You look it over very closely, and you can see just some magical runes written on the side of the page. You see, a note written about Serena, and the note says something to the effect of, "To activate my heart, one must say the name of my love."
Serena.
Well, I was going to guess that anyway, so let's go. Where is this portal thing?
It's downstairs.
Let's go down there.
Downstairs. Party moves downstairs.
Was Wim in there with us? Hearing about
no,
this?
he's ranting. He's outside he's fucking just pissed about
Falling down in the field,
Yeah.
screaming, kicking
his-
at rocks.
He hasn't heard any of this yet.
He's got a hoe and his donkey, and he's just kicking rocks.
He's drunk and he's ready to tear the house down, basically. So, you're down here in the basement. Let's just move everybody out. And once you come down, you see some glowing white glyphs in the center of the room, surrounded by the two pillars. You've got several, crates and boxes and everything surrounding it. You can very clearly tell that the pad has been used fairly recently. It's been a couple of weeks, but it's been used.
Okay. I'm gonna get up to the glyph, and then I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes saying nonsense gibberish, acting like I'm conjuring something out.
Okay.
And then right when everyone looks bored, I'm going to say, Serena!
As you say, Serena, the glyphs on the floor light up in a kind of ethereal green glow, and a slight hum fills the room.
There we go.
I want to roll insight to see if all that 15 minutes was bullshit.
Sure, go for it.
Like, that's one of my good ones.
You're not quite sure, but you feel like there's some truth to that, all that gibberish, but you're not quite sure.
So, Hafen, do we just step on the pad?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I do it.
After you.
As soon as Armin steps onto the pad fully, he just dematerializes in front of everybody.
I'm waving.
Bow, he's gone.
Who's next?
Me.
All right.
I run in.
She runs in and she just dematerializes as she runs on the pad.
Where's Sir?
I guess that means he's going next, huh? Come on, Isti. Time to go. Boop.
Boom, he's gone. He is somewhere else.
Bippity boppity dunce.
Bippity boppity boo.
So actually, we only saw, or Hafen only saw them dematerialize. They really could have been disintegrating, right?
That's a fair assumption.
As long as we're clear.
Haven steps on and he dematerializes. All of a sudden, you find yourself in a new location, surrounded by greenery and mountains on all sides of you. You see a path directly to the north.
What's this?
Yeah, what
That is a
that?
pile of rocks.
It looks like a statue.
It does. It
Pile
looks
of-
like a little Buddha man.
Oh,
Maybe like
I
a
mean,
wizard
you can
statue?
you can investigate if you want, but pile of rocks.
Hold on, I want to use my religion to check it. It might
But
be
the
a
one I-
wizard god.
The one on top looks strangely like a Buddha, correct? Like maybe if you turn your head to the side and kind of squint at it, you can make out Buddha.
There we go. Does he look like any god I know?
He looks like no god you know, but the rocks take on a feminine form to you.
Ooh.
Is it Serena?
Do you have the strangest boner right now?
She's a ghost. I'm not into undead. I'm
Armin,
specifically
very
not
aroused.
into undead.
But she's also a changeling, which means she could be whatever you want.
She's still a ghost. She's a ghost possessing a changeling that killed me. That would
Better
be
love
the
story
weirdest
than
boner.
Twilight.
That's
Yeah.
a weird fetish right there. The teleportation pad has, as you teleport in, is completely deactivated. It is now just a small glowing white. But
Okay, so we're in this.
one could assume that you could reactivate it with the same word.
So we're in this grove area with only one exit and
Yes.
some sort of feminine looking statue that
Right.
is not of any religion I know, and Isti doesn't have any fucking clue.
Correct.
Sir Isteval's working theory is that perhaps a direct conduit plane of
You
The
broke
direct
up.
conduit. What?
to the plane of Earth.
So that's what the statue does?
Yeah, that's his work. That's his working theory anyway.
Okay.
All right, that's fair.
All
I
right.
like it.
Sure.
It's better than anything else we have, which is nothing. If this is just a clearing and there's only one exit,
Right.
then I think we should walk forward like we own the place.
Sure.
Roll up in here like a.
Like we knew this was here all along. We're just coming through because we got business to do with the Taz. We're gonna throw that name out like candy.
Like candy.
Hail and well met, teleportation pad. I mean, goodbye, teleportation pad. We're off to
Goodbye.
adventure.
As you head through the North Pass, you come out on a high mountain pass where you can see off into the distance the tree lines, a river below. You can see about 50 miles out in a northern direction.
You can see everything.
I really like this art style on this map.
Yeah.
Me too.
I sampled their some of their maps, so I might subscribe to their Patreon to grab more.
Which one are they? Oh wait,
It's in the
Dice.
bottom right hand corner because
Dice
this
Memoriam.
is a free one.
It looks like the realm stuff. That's why I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, the mountain continuing to build up and off to your northwest here. If you go up to the edge, you see down to the ground below. It is about half a mile down. You see trees. You see a river. The wind is blowing very strong.
I think I want to roll up to the edge of the cliff and
Sure.
I want to gaze out upon the surroundings and try to determine where exactly we landed on. Like, we don't have any idea where we are. We just teleported to somewhere that's on a mountain.
Right. Yeah.
So using what I know about a great military conflict that took place somewhere, and
Eons ago.
No, I was involved in a military conflict. So not eons, man, like
Thousands of years in the past.
few years ago, back during the Great War, I was all over this continent. Am I familiar with this area?
You look down at the trees that you see below you, and you've never actually been, but you recognize the area as the Lonely Moor,
That's
an area of boggy land.
Is that the boggy land that we would have had to go through to get here if we took the straight line from Elftown?
No. No. You're looking northeast.
Northeast. So it's
Right.
We're on the other side of the mountain.
Yes.
Okay. I relate.
You
that
have
to the party.
teleported. You have teleported a long distance. You have teleported like 400 miles northeast.
So we've teleported pretty far, guys, and I don't know why the wizard would not just have this in his other basement instead of some leafy grove thing on a mountain.
Well,
Magic is a fickle thing.
not just that, but maybe there's some reason. Maybe there's something here.
Should we go back to the clearing?
Maybe there's something nearby.
We said it was blue dragons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do blue dragons usually live?
What is element of blue? Is it lightning?
Lightning, yeah.
So thunder clouds and stuff.
Not necessarily.
I think white dragons are frost. I think blue dragons are more mountainous, maybe. We are kind of up on a mountain, aren't we? Or at least a tall
Do you
ridge.
think this wizard is actually a dragon?
Yes.
I did not have to convince you. I love that.
Yes.
Like, I know that dragons fall or have been known to like change into human form and maybe pursue relationships with like people,
They absolutely do that.
but and then to become infatuated with this person who he killed, that seems odd to me.
Odd indeed.
The plot thickens.
A plot.
Well, maybe we should investigate this area and see what.
How would you? What would we investigate on the top of a mountain?
I'm inspecting this rock.
All right, roll me an inspection.
Is that a roll? Oh, there it is. How about my insight? Can we do that?
Yeah, roll me insight.
I did. 27.
Roll me insight.
You want to determine the truthfulness of this rock?
You investigate the rock and you see some markings on it, but further insight, you realize that you recognize these as claw marks, potentially from a dragon, a little bit seared.
Ooh. Seared, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
So this is
Look, guys.
excellent dragons on a rock. This is well known that dragons sharpen their claws by scratching rocks, like cats.
Cats with cardboard, man.
They sure do.
This is absolutely the sign of a dragon. How big are the claw marks?
They're fairly big. They're
Like big as my head or big as my arm?
you could probably say that this is probably from an adult dragon.
An adult
They're-
dragon. That's like a
they're-
4x4 or a 3x3?
They're I think the ancients are 4x4. This would be a 3x3.
Okay, so he's about as big as the rock. Maybe a little smaller.
Yeah.
Can we investigate this book over here?
Go for it.
This icon?
Yeah. Roll me.
In an investigation? I was not actually prepared for that to work. As I that's about right for my investigations.
Armin rolls over to the rock face, and he's just like, "Man, I thought I saw something over here." But he saw nothing.
It must have been nothing. I walk away and I turn around real quick and I look back, see if it comes back.
Roll again.
I closed my character sheet.
Here, I'll roll for you.
No, I got it. I wouldn't want you to have to roll. Big O 10.
Big old tent. You look around real quick. You feel like you see something out of the edge of your eye, but you're not quite sure. It must have just been lights. The lights playing tricks on your eyes.
Okay. I walk back to the party and I'm like, something's following us. Something is watching us and I can't see it except out of the corner of my eyes.
Well, you've got this big mountain pass with an overhang that you can see out pretty far to the northeast. Immediately before you, you see the trees and the rivers as you see on the map. But if you look really far out, it starts to become desert.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I can drag. Oh, I can only drag 2 people.
Well, if we're looking for a blue dragon, we need to head towards that desert.
Is that where blue dragons go?
Yep.
They're desertous? That's I don't want to go after the dragon so much as the wizard, unless the wizard is the dragon. Then that would be convenient. 2 birds, 1 stone, right?
Right?
Well, if he's looking for a blue dragon, what was his connection to the blue dragon specifically?
Whose connection?
The wizard.
It didn't really say in the notes.
There was like a diagram on the table of like dragon maiden, right?
Yeah, more or less. Talking
like
about
that.
dragons, talking about elementals, summoning elementals, and the like. But there was no definitive why and all of that.
Hmm.
I I have a thought. I see these, like, we saw this giant rock that has been scratched upon, and we're also seeing some, like, relatively, humanoid-sized boulders, and we're on the lookout for somebody who's summoning elementals. Like, could these rocks be earth elementals that are just, like, in stasis?
Why not?
So I'm gonna call over Yolanda because she's the best at never mind, she's gone. I'm gonna call over Sir Isteval. It looks like he's strong.
He's a strong, strapping lad.
He's an old man.
I know.
I'm gonna heft this 500-pound rock over my head like it weighs nothing.
That's
Give me
exactly
a
what I
strength.
wanted to happen.
Give me a strength check. You're able to lift the rock off the ground, but you're not able to really pull it up past your waist.
It's like Atlas carry. Like that obstacle we did at Spartan.
Indeed.
Is there anything under it?
Dirt.
That's fair.
Are there any critters?
Yeah, you see bugs crawling around and stuff like that.
It doesn't like open its rock eyes as soon as he hefts it up, does it?
No.
Does it burst into song?
No. Nothing
He's
happens.
a bit of a fixer-upper.
You picked up a big ass rock. That's what you did.
He's got a couple of flaws.
Let's bring this rock to the edge of the mountain and just chunk it off.
Try and hit somebody down below.
No, we're gonna see if it
Sure.
wants to live. It
So
stops
Sir
us.
Isteval farmer walks the 500-pound boulder. It takes him about an hour because he has to stop every few feet to put it down and rest for a second before he picks it back up.
It wouldn't have taken Yolanda that long.
Well,
It's a 500-pound boulder.
if we had team lifted it, it wouldn't have taken very long at all.
I was being a supervisor. I was not going to pick it up.
So as we get to the edge of the cliff, Sir Isteval says, "Chance to bitch." You rock bastard.
All right, you're gonna roll it off the side.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't talk, if he doesn't tell us what we want to.
Give me a strength check on that push to roll it off the side.
I'll help. I'll help push it off. What do I roll to help? Oh God, I don't help.
Sir Isteval goes to push the rock off, but he slips and he starts to fall off the side, but he catches. Now he's hanging off the side of the cliff.
I grab him.
For a 6?
I have not rolled a 6. That was him.
that was you. Yeah, all right.
What would you like me to roll to save him? Athletics?
Roll me a dexterity to see how quick you are.
This reminds me of the temple where we were like falling into the pool repeatedly, getting like attacked by the eel.
You dead, man.
This is gonna set off like a 10-roll cascade of like near death.
Armin rushes forward to grab at Sir Isteval's arm, but it's too much, and Sir Isteval continues to fall off the side
Hang on.
Okay.
before he catches himself, and he's hanging off at the edge of the rock.
Okay, I'm gonna come over. Is he at a point where I can reach him if I lean down?
Yeah.
Actually, how tall is the cliff?
What do you mean? How tall is it? Like
How high? Like how far of a drop is he about to do?
he's about to do a half-mile drop.
I'm going, while she's figuring out how to save him, I'm going to cast Featherfall on him.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now he's just gonna fall forever.
See those little tufts down there? Those are full-size trees.
Yeah. There's a little
Okay.
yeah.
You're gonna be impaled by a tree.
By toothpicks.
How long does it last? A minute?
60 feet per round until the spell ends. It is a minute.
That's not going to get me all the way to the bottom, but maybe since I'm falling at a more slowed, controlled rate, I could like try to grab on and actually,
Well-
if I'm featherfalled,
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to run down the side of the cliff because I can do that, and grab him and just keep running.
All right. How are you going to run down the side of the cliff?
The Flash?
Yeah, I mean I can do that. I can run down the side of vertical surface.
What is the name of this ability? I need to
It
know what this
is-
bullshit is.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
I think it's my unarmored.
it's called monk magic.
It's called
Monk
a
magic.
bullshit.
It is unarmored movement. You have the ability to move across vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turns without falling during the move. You're just-
Okay.
Wow.
So you're gonna just
Pretty
are you
legit.
just gonna like grab him and just keep running down the mountain?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Bye. There's two of us still up here.
Yeah, we're still gonna be up here.
Well, okay, but when we hit the bottom, I could technically like run him back up.
How about this? I'll toss you a rope.
Okay.
He's falling very slowly. I will tie a rope around my waist. I've done this before.
Talk about that for a second. I gotta let Eileen in.
So
You'll-
I'm going to tie a
you'll
rope
wanna
around my
ki-
waist real quick, and I'm going to throw you the end so that you can run down, grab him, and use the
Yes.
rope as a pendulum to come back up.
Yes,
You could do a
exactly. I was going to
turn.
say, run the rope to me so we can't fail.
Okay, but do you have enough strength to hold on to two people
We're going to find
Pendulum.
out.
pendulating across at 100 feet per second?
I have
Now, one of
18
us is-
strength,
One of us is featherfalled.
and one of y'all
One of
is...
them's moving so fast they can go up and down a vertical surface.
Right, one of us is Spider Woman, and one of us.
You weigh like
Practically
130 pounds soaking wet, right?
Yeah.
I'm not worried
But
about that.
I'm still running 100 feet per round.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
really
that's
hoping you're
it.
going to turn. Because holy shit, that's a lot of momentum.
That's still a lot of fucking centrifugal force. Like,
The laws of physics do not apply to Dungeons and Dragons.
why don't you
Shit.
just let me run down and catch him?
Because then you'll be down there and we need you up here.
But I can just run back up.
Can you?
It works both ways.
Yeah, just run the rope down to me and loop it around my neck, because that's how featherfall works. You go for the
Jugular.
upper point, yeah, of the body.
Hold on.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay, I'm not tying a rope.
Yeah, because him getting yanked by two people going 100 feet per turn is not a good thing.
No, you'll get yanked off the side.
So I'm just gonna run down and catch him and run to the ground and like pull a flash.
So that's about 1,500 feet.
Yeah, well,
She can do it.
There's like no limits to your unarmored movement, right?
it doesn't say any limits.
That's magical. All right. Well, okay. I just want you. So you're basically running down a vertical mountain face, and you've caught. You're dexterous enough. You caught Isteval with no harm. On your way down, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is she dodging rocks?
It's a very uneven surface.
Okay, but it's still my ability says that you do not fall. Like that's just what it says is you do not fall.
Well, no, you don't. You don't fall.
So are we doing this roll because she's trying to run all the way to the bottom in such a short span of time, or is it because she's
Yes.
Or is it because she's got Sir Isteval in her arms also?
It's basically that, because you're carrying somebody, but if you're running down the cliff face by yourself, it wouldn't be an issue, but now you're carrying somebody. So you've caught him and you're running down and you've made it just about to the bottom, but you tripped over a rock and you let go of Sir Isteval, but you're able to keep running.
Okay.
He's still got feather fall. He'll be all right now.
It'd be fine.
You got him a little closer to the ground.
the rope is now looped in a hangman's noose around my neck. Unintentionally,
There is no
it
rope.
just kind of
We did not do the rope.
We didn't
Oh,
do
the
the
rope
rope.
is now not a thing.
No, we didn't do the rope. The rope was a
All
bad
right,
idea.
so Yolanda makes it down to the bottom after having accidentally dropped Isteval. and he is still falling. And you made it about 2/3 of the way down. Sir Isteval, give me.
Well, hold
Give
on.
me a-
Maybe he doesn't want to grab on. Can we just have Yolanda run back up?
Or why don't we see what he wants to do? And
All right, fair enough. Sir Isteval, what are you doing?
Sir Isteval was distracted by the rock formation. He was studying the veins of ore running through the side of the mountain, and he completely missed what was going on.
Sir Isteval is the dumbest smart person.
You are falling, Sir Isteval.
I'm sorry, what was happening? Oh, where's the rope again?
You're
Oh,
only falling to your death.
but his
I'm-
wisdom kicks in.
I'm gonna try and jump and save him, and jump and catch him before. and
Okay.
then-
All right, sure. So I assume you're using your ring of jumping to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a dex throw to see if you catch him at
Dex throw or
advantage.
acrobatics.
Give me an acrobatics at advantage.
22.
Oh yeah, you caught him. It was no issue. You caught him.
And then he won't totally take care of the damage, but I'll slow fall both of us down.
Okay. Fine. Okay, sure. 5
he's
times
feather
your monk
falling.
level. So yeah, you successfully land on the ground, taking no damage. So you've fallen half a mile with taking no damage somehow.
Apparently, I'm real good at heights. That is how I expect my character is. I can just like base jump off of anything.
So now the party is split. You have Isteval and Yolanda at the bottom where the trees are. So you're basically, we're gonna say for all intents and purposes, you're down here, and Hafen and Armin are at the top.
Can we see them?
I'm looking at Armin and say, I don't think that boulder's coming to life.
I think now is the best time to like just kick it off the edge.
No!
They look like ants to you. It's far enough down.
I yell out, "Can you hear me?" As loud as I can.
It eventually reaches them.
Actually,
It
wait, I might
echoes.
have a spell for this.
I've got a thunderclap I can send down.
Does anyone have, like,
Didn't
shouldn't like thaumaturgy or something make you loud?
Didn't you just say you have a way of talking to the party when we're not together?
Yeah, but I don't want to waste a spell slot on this stupid thing.
Oh wait! I think I have something. Unless that was a different character. Message.
Hey Sean, what's the URL for the YouTube stream?
That's a good
Here, I'll
question.
link it.
Yeah, link it. I have a couple friends who are just like, hey, I want to check it out.
Those poor fools.
Mm. They also play D&D. They've been trying to get me to like cameo in their game.
I'll do a cameo in their game. Armin does cameos in all games.
Okay.
Here's our current stream.
Okay, thanks.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-ba.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's way more than 120 feet above me.
He's 1,500 feet above you.
It's a
Okay, yeah, no.
cantrip. I have,
don't have-
so mine covers all planes of or covers as long as you're in the plane of existence that I'm in.
Just
I'm
take
just-
a paper airplane and throw it down at me.
I have a better idea. I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to write a message that says, "How are you going to get back up?" And I'm going to wrap it around a rock.
You're gonna make a paper airplane and wrap it around a rock?
No, I'm going to take a piece of paper, write a message on it, and wrap it around
Okay.
a rock.
Sure.
And I'm
All
going
right.
to hurl it down as fast or as hard as I can.
Okay.
Meteor strike.
What do I roll?
You don't have to roll anything for tossing a rock off the side of a cliff.
Let me be clear. I'm not tossing. I am like fast pitched special throwing straight
If
down.
anyone has to roll anything, it's us for a dexterity saving throw.
Right. You throw it off. You throw it. So if you want to roll anything, all right, roll me a strength.
That's one of the things I'm good at.
This
Yeah.
is This is gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
you throw it as hard as you can, so you send it down at least 35 miles an hour.
It's and then
Say I hopefully see it coming and move out of the way.
You don't have to. You just hear it smack into the ground nearby.
He can't see me, but I still flip him off.
I feel it.
You get the double birds just up.
Like,
Okay.
I threw this rock. I think I know what's happening right now.
So I look at the note that says, "How do you expect on getting up?" First of all, my first thought is, how does he expect me to tell him? And my second action is, I leave poor Sir Isteval behind and I run back up.
Would you allow me to summon aid from my fine steed and summon a flying mount of some sort? Something that could crawl up the wall? Like maybe it says your DM might allow other animals as a steed. Maybe I could do like a rock hopper.
What about like what's a unicorn bird horse thing?
That's a Pegasus.
Pegasus.
You mean a
Wow.
Pegasus.
That's like that's like a
Pegasus.
bit of a stretch. I was thinking like a rock climbing type, like maybe a giant sloth. Can I summon a giant sloth?
We'll be here forever.
All right. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to make strength. You're gonna have to, or I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make what would be the best for that? I think you're gonna have to give me acrobatics rolls every 500 feet.
It's an animal that can climb. That's the whole reason
You're
of doing
still
it.
holding on to it.
You're still holding on to it.
Well, then wouldn't it be a strength check?
Sure, strength check.
Maybe more like a
Like-
con check because you're like enduring, holding on.
Like I'm just gonna take my fist and smash it through the animal's like skin, and
Jesus!
grab onto a bone. I can't. There's no with the 22.
I didn't ask.
Wrong with you?
I didn't ask for those rolls.
You would,
All right,
this
well,
would be
what-
an animal handling roll.
What would you
you're-
like? How would you like to hamper me from getting up from the bottom?
So you need to make it up 1,500 feet, and you're riding a steed. The steed is going to need to make a three strength throws.
Okay.
Now, this find your steed that you have summoned. Let me read this.
It's a dwarf, right?
It's a dwarf.
You can ride a dwarf.
Natural.
up a mountain.
Horse, pony, camel, elk, or mastiff, or your DM might allow other animals. I'm just trying to come up with a solution to get us past this rock phase, which
Yeah,
is
and
all
I'm try-
caused because
I'm trying
we
to-
decided to see if it was a rock gnome. Literally nonsense.
We know we're dealing with this elemental wizard guy who summons elementals. Anything on this mountain could be out to kill us.
That's true. All right, you've made it up 500 feet. Give me a strength roll.
Right now, it just seems like your suspicions are more deadly than anything else.
Yes.
Jeff,
What?
give me a strength throw.
Okay.
All right, you have successfully made it up 500 feet. You scale the next 500 feet. Give me another strength throw. Congratulations, you've made it up 1,000 feet. Give me another strength throw.
Are you tying off rope as you go?
The creature barely scratches its way over the surface of the cliffside before pulling Isteval. Was Yolanda with Isteval?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
she just ran up.
No,
on
I
her
ran
own.
up the
You
side
ran
of
back
the...
You
up.
ran up the side?
She
Okay.
ran up the wall. Yeah.
All right, so the creature barely pulls Isteval over the side of the cliff. Does the creature dissipate after climbing over the cliffside?
Sir Isteval says, "You're dismissed," and kicks him over the side,
Oh my god.
and dismisses him as he falls. Just kidding.
Lawful good, right there.
You feel your alignment shift slightly upon doing that.
Lawful good. Just kidding, guys. He's fine. As you see him get farther and farther away, it's like, oh, he's fine.
You just see the creature just poof into like a swirling purple mass.
A beautiful rainbow erupts from his.
So now that the whole party's back here, this rock elemental clearly chucked Isti off. We gotta kill it.
We've got to invest. We've got to interrogate it. Who sent you?
All right, so
How drunk are you two?
Only one in.
I'm on number 4. I'm on number 4. Can't catch up.
I've had 2 sips of this. That is
Okay.
it.
All I know is y'all went away. One of you came back. You took us back to this angry drunk farmer, and now we're punching rocks.
So here is my gift to you. I will go get a beer, and y'all have that long to get something done before I get back.
Sure.
BRB.
Just have to say it's weird being the sober one in this situation.
Right. All right. You've pulled yourself over the side. There's the path to the south where you came from, and then there's a path to the north and the west that you see just kind of clears around the rock face to the west. If
Can
the
I see-
map isn't indicative enough.
Is there any evidence on these trails of recent traffic or?
Yeah. There's a desire path that basically runs north and west around to the west around the rock face. So it looks like that it's used enough, but not enough that it is used on a daily basis or anything. But
So something's coming this way, but it's not a popular thoroughfare.
correct.
I say we check that place out.
So
I
party
still
agrees.
feel like the wizard's got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, the wizard's got to be somewhere.
We're still on this cliffside?
Still on the cliffside.
All right,
So
let's
Hafen,
interrogate this rock.
Hafen has decided the party should probably go to the northwest path.
If it makes you feel any better, you can walk backwards and keep your eye on that rock.
I'm watching the rock the whole time.
So you guys are going to move to the west,
Yep.
basically. All right. So as the party, let me collect the party here.
We're a bunch of Pokemon.
Let me make sure I'm on the right layer as well. Party's about here. About here. Moving. They're like, we're going to go, you're going to take the path. And all of a sudden, you see some bushes start to rustle, and then in front of you appears 4 half-dragon looking men. They're humanoids, but they look like they're dragons. Don't let the tokens fool you. They're blue.
They are not Dragonborn. They are like...
They are blue dragon-looking men. They have human bodies, dragon heads, and they are blue.
It is a very particular shade of blue that looks red.
Yes. Well, this was the only token that Roll20 had for it. So,
I
I
look at Hafen and say, hey, you're the dragon guy, right?
Yes, I am.
You want to talk to them?
Yes, I will talk to them. I'll start off with an Armin classic. Hail and well met, friends.
Oop. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry.
Time to fight.
So just so I know where Hafen's at, is this one of those things where you're going to want to kill him? Or...
All right. Sorry.
No, never mind.
Hail and well met.
Uh-oh.
Basically, one of them takes a step forward,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, you can give me everything you got, or you can turn around, but you're not making it past here. And he says that in common.
Okay.
So we can either turn around or give him everything that we've got and not proceed.
Exactly.
I don't like
They're issuing a threat to you of give me everything, or there's going to be a problem.
So is just turning around and leaving an option that is on the table? Like we can just be like, no, we're not going to give you anything, but we'll leave.
Don't be a pussy.
Oh no, I'm just curious if that's. It's not a very banditly thing to do. Generally, it's give me your money or I'll kill you.
I tell them that's not a way to greet friends.
Yeah.
Friends? There's no friends here. We want your stuff, or you know what? We want your stuff. That's all we want. You can't pass through here.
Well, that's going to be a problem for you.
Let's try to be diplomatic here.
Oh, I'm sorry. He wants me to go to the diplomatic route.
I just wanted to
There's
know
a
if we're
problem.
gonna
I'm
fight.
not sure with whom it exists. Don't
Well-
allow me to make my way over to my friends.
The dragon man that has stepped forward looks back to his friends, and he just kind of chops a little bit. He's just like, "Well, I mean, we want your stuff, and I don't think there's really much you can do about it. So
We could punch
I don't
you.
think he's giving us a choice here.
well, how about this?
How about we name drop?
Yeah, what was that wizard's name again?
Ataz.
Does Taz treat all his friends like this?
Ataz, are you? We don't. No. Ataz?
Yes.
Are you attempting to flank there, Isteval? You're gonna need to give me a sneak check for every time you try to move, basically around them.
I do not see him on the screen.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I see him. He's got.
I don't see him at all.
Yeah.
He's put
You don't-
himself into being
you don't-
flanked
you don't-
by two of them.
You don't see him right here?
No. I haven't seen his token this whole time.
He's so
What?
stealthy.
That's weird. Hang on.
That is unacceptable. How about now?
Mm,
No. Hold on.
You don't see that token either, or that token.
No.
I don't think it's a. That's interesting.
What about this girl?
Yeah, I see her.
Oh, she just popped in.
You don't see 18 Sir Istevals.
No.
No.
I do not see an army of Istevals.
That's interesting. So you don't see the literally 5 Eastavals on the screen?
Nope.
What?
I don't understand.
They're flanking me now. I'm scared.
I just assumed he never put his token on the board.
That's all right. Let's.
Jeff, why don't you do a rejoin?
Refresh.
I'm gonna delete all the tokens. I'm gonna delete all his tokens.
No, not my doppelgangers.
All right. If I drag a token out in front of Hafen here, do you see him?
Mm-mm.
That's really weird. You see him, Sean?
I see him.
All right, well, fine. I'm gonna be Serena then, so I'm not a ghost.
Well, she disappeared too.
I'm
was
gonna be
Tabitha.
marked. I mean Tabitha. I'm marked by Tabitha now.
Okay, there she is.
A little bit of cross playing going on.
I wonder why.
It's probably token permissions, but we can figure it out later.
Yeah. All right. Fine. That's fine. So you're there. Are you really gonna attempt to shift by while they do that?
No, I'm not doing that. I was just kidding around.
Okay. All right. Well, you were doing all that movement.
I was just mucking about.
So when you name dropped Ataz, the dragon out front, the half dragon, half man out front was, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You notice that he seems just a touch flustered once you mentioned the name of the wizard.
Yes, Ataz. I said Ataz. Does he treat all his friends this way?
Ataz is no friend of us. Not at all.
He's not.
Oh, no, we don't. No. You can give us your stuff or you can leave. That's the offer.
Perhaps we could do some kind of trade
Trade?
information.
Are you saying this to them?
He's already said he wants our stuff. That's the trade.
The trade is that you give us your stuff and leave, or there's a problem. But we want none of the business with the wizard.
Well, what if we give you the business with the wizard?
Do you know where he is?
Possibly.
Only somewhat. Are you going to attempt to deceive the Dragon Man in front of
Yeah. I'll. If it's buying us this much, I'll try to deceive him.
you? Sure.
I hope your Christmas higher than mine is.
Damn.
The he's just no. We don't want problems with Ataz. No. We've learned our lesson before. We just no.
Well, then leave us be.
The Dragon Man looks back to the other three that are with him.
And he dies?
He turned into a son and
just-
died.
He was smited.
He was smited away. He looks back at the other three and he says, he just kind of holds out his hands. He's just like and the other three just kind of step to the side. And he says, Ataz, no, we don't want any business with this.
Okay.
So you're gonna let us pass then, right?
We'll be on our way.
They say nothing.
All right.
They just look at you.
Then very confidently, I'm going to walk at a slightly fast pace away where we were wanted to go and away from these guys.
Okay.
I'll walk by, but I'll be like the whole time.
The
Can
whole
I
time
s-
just kind of.
Yeah, be like, I'm watching you. And
Can I
you.
size up their gear as we walk past?
You can.
What do I see?
You see. What do you see? Give me an investigation as you walk by.
Investigation or perception?
Investigate. You're investigating something as you walk by. You're not perceiving anything. You see armor. You see what probably looks like plate, but you're not quite sure because you can't get a close look. As the party passes by, the dragons close the gap. They close on you, and the leader says, "Now,
No, he's gonna be a dick.
roll for initiative."
This is my least favorite roll every single time.
So Jeff got a 20.
Damn. High rollers.
I forgot to clear everything off from the last time.
Who's the
High
high rollers
rollers.
again?
What did you roll, Sean? You rolled a 7.
As
Hafen
is
rolls
the
a
usual.
19. D rolls a 22. Even higher. Make sure I do this right.
It is time for battle. I could try and discourage them from attacking us with my Emissary of Peace.
What does Emissary of Peace do?
You get +5 bonus to your persuasion charisma checks.
Sure. I mean, there's 4 of them, so you'd have to convince 4 of them.
Well, forget it then.
I mean, you might be able to convince 4 of them.
No, let's
All
just
right.
kill them. They've got plate
Lawful
armor.
good.
Well, from a lawful standpoint, odds are these brigands are up here just attacking any passerbys. So
Any
really,
passerbys who come through this random portal?
it's a mountain path. I thought.
It came from one place, which was the portal.
I thought it was a mountain path that was somewhat used, but obviously not often. Like
That is true. Yes.
Because
So,
the
like,
wizard doesn't
yeah.
usually take the portal. That's why it's not often used.
All right. Yolanda gets to start off the round.
Cool.
cripple them.
I'm gonna start off with a burning hands.
Okay.
Facing at these
Good
two
opener.
that are right close together.
A good opener.
Well, they're all 4 close together. Okay, so the bottom 2.
Yeah, I forgot you couldn't see my mouse for a second.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
they
yeah. Okay. So they're just keep in mind that even though the token is red, they are blue.
Yes. That is why I'm doing.
That's a deck save, correct?
Hmm?
That's a deck save for
No,
them,
it's
right?
it's just an AC check.
An ace. Oh, really? For burning hands, I forget.
Yeah. So it's a
Um,
22.
all I see from you is that 8 fire damage has been done.
Oh. Oh, maybe it is a deck save. Double check. Yeah, it's a dexterity save, so they have to do a 15.
They have to do a 15. Sure.
Disregard that.
So are you gonna like run up to him and like feign your hands out and it flame?
So it's a full damage on full and half damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, you run out, you hold out your hands, and you let out a cone of fire attack. Cone of fire attack covers both of them, and they immediately just kind of are engulfed in the flames. They just kind of scream out slightly as they are engulfed.
Which 2 did she hit?
Bottom
Are
2.
you talking to me?
Why did one of them move?
Did one of them move?
Yeah, he went forward. Because he
No.
had these two right next to each other for some reason.
Oh, on my screen they haven't moved.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think it's just doing weird things with tokens. So, okay.
Oh, sure. They should all there should be one there, should be one here, here, and here. Kind of like just on a line.
And then, yeah, I think it was just the tokens being weird and moving stuff. And then I'm going to use Gus to fly over his head and pop around.
So you don't need to make a dex, like an acrobatics to move over them?
No. It's
Okay.
just a gust of wind that pushes me up and over 10 feet.
Okay, so you expertly just kind of fly over their heads. All right, will you do anything else?
That's me.
That is you. All right, it is now the half-blue dragon's turns. One of them turns around to you,
Did
and
Jeff turn not make it on there?
what did he roll? Wait, what did he roll?
Rolled a
Sorry,
20.
he rolled a 20. He did roll a 20. Where is he? He's not on the list. But I have Hafen twice. Hafen rolled a 19, so that has to go. Jeff, did you not click on your token when you rolled?
My token isn't on the board because it's acting weird.
Good point. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this then. We will pull Isteval on. Pull his token up. Roll initiative just to get you on the board and set
Okay.
you at 20. All right, so it is now your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to. So I'm right here. Is my back to them? Like, did they sneak up behind me? Like, is that what happened, or?
Yeah, so if you're walking past, you're turned around to them.
All right. So I've turned around. I am going to. I'm just gonna attack.
Sure.
I'm gonna say my command word. Shazam.
Shazam.
Shazam. Attack this guy.
The one in front of you there? Okay.
Oh yeah. 23. Oh.
23 and
And I crit.
how much is that?
16, 34.
Are you
Damn,
sure?
dude.
22, 32.
16 and
What?
so it's 14
Oh
on
yeah,
his first
6
attack.
plus 6 is 12. You're right. Sorry. I can do math.
You did 55 total damage.
I'm gonna look at the other three and I'm gonna say, "Are you sure you want to attack us? Are you sure? Can I do an intimidation?"
Well, you've already done your action, so no.
Okay. Maybe next
But
time.
you can say that.
I'm saying that.
Sure. So this guy, you bring your hammer down on this guy's chest, knocking the wind out of him, and an explosion of flames comes out around your hammer, and you swing the hammer around for the side, and you catch him in the ribs for a critical hit, and he just lets out this giraffe dying sounding kind of noise as the strike connects, and he is engulfed in flames again. He's not looking too hot. Will you do anything else?
I'm gonna look at his companions and say, "Are you sure you want to attack us?"
Sure. Okay. It is now the half blue dragon's turn. The first one is going to immediately take a couple of sword strikes at you.
What did you roll?
What did I roll? Let me get my dice, and I can tell you.
What?
The one that you just attacked hits you. He pulls out his longsword. He takes it into two hands, and he makes two swings at it. The first one connects into your shoulder, and you take 10 damage. The follow-up takes another hit of attack, and you take an additional 13 damage. So you take 23 damage.
Okay.
The second one, not liking what you have done to his friend, moves on to you. Yolanda gets an attack of opportunity off this.
Cripple him.
Shank him with the shiv.
Yeah, knock his ass down.
I have a shiv, but I will bash him over the head with my quarterstaff double-handed.
I mean, bonking him is okay, I guess.
Crack his brain open.
All right, so you
Pinata.
you take a swing at him you catch him in the back with your quarterstaff, doing 11 bludgeoning damage to him. And he doesn't even really pay attention to that as he moves forward towards Isteval. And he takes two longsword attacks at Isteval. The first one swinging wide, completely missing. Both of them completely missing. The third one, seeing that Yolanda took a crack at one of his friends, comes at Yolanda, takes a swing, takes 2 swings, and hits you for 12 damage. The third one rushes straight forward at Armin.
Come at me, bro.
Hitting you for 15 damage with 2 longsword strikes.
Jerk.
It is now Hafen's turn.
Okay. On this guy down here, I am going to cast Crown of Madness.
Crown of Madness. A wisdom saving throw. Okay. What's your DC check on that?
That is a good question.
It's your spell cast on the spell page.
15.
15. So what do you do with the Crown of Madness?
I'm casting it on this guy down here.
Mm-hmm.
If he's charmed, then he falls under my control.
So you speak words at him to try to charm him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you speak words at him, but it seems to be ineffective against this half blue dragon man.
Darn.
Will you do anything else? Do you have any bonus actions, movement you'd like to take?
No, I don't have any bonus actions, so I'll just
Dragon
wait here for now.
seduction.
Can y'all see Sir Isteval now?
I can see him.
I see him.
No?
No.
To D and Hafen? No?
Mm-mm.
That's really weird.
Had a brain.
The
lag.
gods have turned against Sir Isteval.
All right. Does Hafen do anything else, or is that his turn?
That's it for me.
Okay. All right, Armin, you're up. You just had a dragon man come at you swinging wide.
Isti didn't take a whole lot of damage that round, did he?
He took 20 something damage.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get closer to him.
Okay.
And I want to cast a spell. And that spell is going to be excellent as soon as I pull it up. I want to use my bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon. Create a floating spectral weapon that lasts for the duration, or blah blah blah. And I can use my bonus action to make it hit, and I can use the summoning as the bonus action, so it can hit the turn it's summoned, and also every bonus
So
action forward.
you can summon it with your action and use a bonus action to attack with.
I can summon it with my bonus action.
Do it.
Okay.
So I summon a spiritual sword. Do you have a token for a spiritual sword?
Can we call it the Queen's Blade?
If you look up monsters flying sword, that'll work.
Sure. So you now have a sword on the field.
Yep, I summon
Let
it right
me-
next. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm going to give you control of it. All right. You should have control of it now.
Okay, and I would summon it right there.
Okay.
And it's going to attack, for its summon turn, it's going to attack the one immediately to its right.
Okay.
Which is... It misses. It rolls a crit one. Oh, actually, when I summoned it the first time, it rolled a 10. Or when I
All right.
summoned
Well,
the first time. What do you want to
it
do?
missed. It missed
Okay, it missed.
on
And
that initial summoning.
Okay, and then for my action, I want to cast a level 1 Cure Wounds on Isteval.
Okay.
That's awfully sweet of you.
You know, doing my thing I do as a cleric. 14 healing. Ignore the divine strike.
14 whole health back to Sir Isteval. Okay. Is that your
Boom.
turn?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. We are back at the top of the second round now. Yolanda gets to lead us off.
This one that just started attacking me, I'm gonna start wailing on him.
You're going to start wailing at him. All right.
So, staff.
Ooh. All right. You take a solid poke at the dragon man in front of you, but he dexterously smacks the quarterstaff out of your hands, doing no damage.
Damn it.
Follow up with an unarmed strike.
Okay. All right. After he smacks the staff out of your hands, you follow up with a punch to the same spot on his chest, doing 14 radiant damage to him.
It'll just be the 13, I think.
Oh, the 13? Okay.
Yeah, the plus one's for a crit.
Okay, so he lets out a grunt as you connect into his chest, making air eject out of his lungs.
And then I'm gonna spend a key to do 2 more.
24 and 19. Okay. You follow up with 2 more strikes, connecting directly into his chest. He is unable to do anything about it. It takes an additional 23 damage as he just lets out these guttural grunts as you connect into his being.
And that'll be me.
That's how you. That reminds me of EverQuest, when you're with the monk in the party, and it's like one swing, and then the monk hits like 50 times, and then your next swing happens, and then there's 50 more hits, and it's like Jesus Christ.
All right, Sir Isteval. You've got 2
man.
dragon men on you.
I hit it for 3 damage, and then 20, 20, 20, 19, 16. It's like, oh, it's good to know I'm contributing. Where did my icon go?
You're Tabitha, so.
I'm trying to fix you, don't worry.
Okay, I was like, I clicked on him, and then he vanished.
Can anyone see that, Isty?
I see all of them. So it's
Did
mainly
not see
just
that
D
one.
and Brett.
You see that one, Brett?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Okay.
progress.
Tech support's here, don't worry. Keep it moving.
All right.
So should I try and use my whole action to intimidate them?
That is completely up to you.
No, fuck it. I'm just gonna kill him,
Sure.
or try to at least.
You take 2 swing. You swing your warhammer the first time, and the half blue dragon man dodges out of the way. You follow up with a second strike, and he dodges out of the way, taking no damage. Which one was it, by the way? I guess it doesn't really matter since you missed both times.
That whole play was a limp dick, so
Yeah.
he's just gonna objectively look at the ground.
Do you have any bonus that you're looking at?
Well, yeah, I do have bonus actions, don't I?
I think Bless is a bonus action. But I don't know.
Is it? I wish it was.
It might be.
I could cast Sanctuary on myself.
I mean, that is something you could do.
I am gonna do that. Sir Isteval casts Sanctuary on himself.
All right, so what does Sanctuary do?
You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature must, with an attack or a harmful spell, must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Was it that good?
It was really good.
It was that good.
I'm assuming that Isteval is fixed now on the screen.
I see him.
D.
Ding.
Yes, and in fact, see now.
Oh my god, you
Excellent. All right. It is now the half blue dragon
warded.
turn. The one here is going to take a couple of sword swings at Armin.
No, that's not a good idea.
Well, they saw you healing somebody, so this guy figured it's time to take some action on that.
I don't
And,
like that. Come at me, big guy.
Let's see. The first one takes 2 strikes at you. The first one hits you for 7 damage, and the second one hits you, the long arm strike, for 20 damage.
Jesus. I got an ouchie, guys.
You got a big ouchie. All right. The second one, seeing this guy down here is going to make a cross, and he's going to come up at Hafen. Or Isteval gets an attack of opportunity, which he doesn't have his headphones on.
So he does get an attack of opportunity.
Jeff.
So if I make an attack of opportunity, would that break my sanctuary?
No.
What is sanctuary? I don't think it does.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm going to do it then.
All right. Take a swing.
Jesus.
All right. You hit him. You hit him very hard, and as he's running past you, you bring the flaming hammer down onto his head, and it explodes the back of his crown. And as he is about right here, he just falls to the ground dead. The second one here doesn't like that at all. And he takes 2 longsword swings at you.
But because I'm sanctuaried, he has to first make a wisdom saving
What is my wisdom saving throw?
It would be DC 15.
Both strikes come through unencumbered. And you take a whole...
And then they miss.
No, they both hit.
Damn.
You take 18 damage.
Eh.
And then the one in front of you, Londa, is going to make 2 longsword strikes. Both of which hit for a total of 17 damage.
Ow.
That is the half-blue dragon's turn. It is now Hafen's turn. Hafen seeing the dragon dying in front of him as it comes running past Sir Isteval.
For this guy up here, I'm going to have too many lightning attacks.
Oh, that's right.
Magic missile at second level.
Okay. So that should be 3d4. So that should be 4d4 plus 4.
So what is that? 16, 19, 23?
23. All right. You release an onslaught of missiles, which I'll connect into...
Wait, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 16, 21, 25. Right? No.
It's 3d4 plus 3
Sorry,
for the
I'm
first level, so you add 1. 3d4 plus 3 for the first level, and then it's 4d4 plus 4 for the second level.
Yeah, it's
So
4,
you did
17,
12,
20.
17,
I did 20.
20. You did 20 damage. All right. So you let out a ballistic of missiles that all connect into the half blue dragon man. No way for him to dodge out of the way. They all just connect to his being, and he thrashes around a little bit as he takes 20 damage. Will Hafen do anything else?
That's it.
All right. Give me 20 seconds.
20. 19. No, I don't fucking care. So how we feeling, guys? I think we might win this one.
We can do
Thanks.
it.
I think these dragons should have reconsidered.
Spoilers,
Yeah,
I'm half dead.
I'm close to that.
I'm just shocked that after that initial barrage, they didn't just like, oh shit, guys.
Well, it's like they're only outnumbered now. Also, doesn't Sanctuary mean they can't attack you and they have to attack someone else?
Well, so if they fail the wisdom,
If they fail the wisdom saving throw, they would have to attack me instead.
they would have to attack someone or something else.
Just as long as we're clear, they're in a
or
range
just
to
lose the
attack
action.
me.
I'm cool, but
I'm at half health and you're at almost full. As long as we're clear on the effects of that spell.
All right, Armin. What do you do?
Well, throw caution to the wind. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to do that attack thing I do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do it with my spear. Spear. Sorry, javelin.
Okay.
I don't think we're flanking. I feel like that probably misses.
You are not flanking, no.
So that misses.
That misses.
Okay, and then my floating sword is also going to attack.
Okay. Your floating sword absolutely connects to the Dragon Man in front of Isteval. For how much damage?
He's level 2. 13. Ignore
13.
Sorry, that's 11. I didn't crit.
11? Okay,
Yeah.
so no divine strike on that?
No divine strike.
Okay, so
Gotta figure that
the
one out.
floating sword cuts into the Dragon Man, hooking him in the right arm, leaving a gash on it for a whole 11 damage, or 13 damage, I'm sorry.
That's me.
What are you doing, little critter? What are you doing,
All right, we are back at the top of the third round now with Yolanda leading us off.
you little critter?
Kill him, Yolanda. We about to die.
I'm gonna keep punching him.
Gonna keep punching.
Yeah. No, clicked it. No, there we go. One.
So you do 2 unarmed strikes?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna spend a key and do 2 more.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right. On your first punch, you whiff as the Dragon Man dodges backwards, but on the second, third, and fourth strikes, they all connect. You just batter him with blows from your magically laden fists, doing a total of, let's do the math on that, 41 damage to Mr. Dragon Man in front of you. As you pummel him with your magical blows, your final blow hits him in the side of the head, sending his head spinning around to the backside of his
Heel
body,
kick. It's a heel kick.
breaking his neck.
You
And
mashed him into creamed corn.
and his body crumples to the ground dead.
and then I'm gonna move to here. Flanking that guy.
You gonna attack that guy?
No, I'm not gonna attack, but I am gonna flank him.
Okay, you're gonna flank him. Okay, all right, all right.
That-
It is now Sir Isteval's turn.
Now that's how you play a monk.
Keep in mind, guys, we should try to take prisoners when we can. Just so
You mean-
everyone's clear.
You mean no mercy?
Aren't
No
you the
mercy.
god? You're a paladin of redemption.
I tried to intimidate them, but they were too stupid.
So you hit him in the face instead to make him dumber.
All right, Sir Isteval, what do you do?
He just
Can
did
attack this guy.
The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna give it a. Wow, really? Piece of
All right,
shit.
so your first swing goes wide as he dodges out of the way once he sees Yolanda moving in for the flank, but the second attack catches him. And he does. Are you rolling that 48 on your second strike?
Yeah, well, the one that connects.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
So-
That is something that you can do as it connects. It does not have to be specifically. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's not like you can miss and the attack's just wasted.
Right. All right. So you uppercut him in the jaw with your hammer as it's coming around, doing a total of 29 bludgeoning, fire, and radiant damage.
Yep.
Damn, son. He is not looking in very good shape after this attack, you realize.
Looking a little crispy.
Looking a little bit crispy. Will you do anything else? Your token disappeared.
He was deleting crap.
Wow.
Done. He's gonna say, "I tried to warn you."
I tried to warn you, bro. I tried to warn you. All right. After that attack, he is going to turn around and he's going to make a strike at Yolanda, which connects. Yolanda takes 13 longsword damage, and he's going to bring his swing around to Sir Isteval, which connects for 4 whole damage. So 13 for Yolanda, 4 for Sir Isteval. And that's that one's turn. And the one up next to Armin is going to make a strike, two longsword strikes,
And miss.
both of which connect for a total of 14 damage. That is their turn.
Okay.
Hayfen,
Was it
you're up.
14 damage total?
14 damage total to you.
Okay. I didn't need that life.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to try Ray of Frost at him.
Okay. Which one?
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. This one I've
That
been
one?
hitting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The one that keeps wailing on me.
Yeah.
What does he need to roll? Or is that a ranged spell attack on that one?
I believe that's a ranged spell attack.
Okay. So the ranged spell attack, you miss. The ray of frost blazes through, but he dodges out of the way before it connects with it.
Mhm. Okay.
Will you do anything else?
I'm just gonna advance one right here.
Okay. All right, Armin, it is your turn.
Now that we have flanking on Mr. Big and Red,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that thing with my stick that pokes
Okay.
things.
Sure.
And we gonna stab him.
You're going to stab him, and he is going to deftly dodge out of the way before the stab connects.
On a 22?
All right, you're flanking, so that does connect.
All right, so he gets jabbed for 12.
12 whole damage.
And then
You successfully run the javelin through his body. You have now decorated your javelin with the body of a dead dragon man.
You've speared him.
You've speared him through.
excellent.
Spit roasted.
My floating sword rolls up over here behind him. I'm trying to. He goes up like right here,
Okay.
so he's got advantage.
I don't know if I would count flanking on objects like that.
I mean, it's up to you.
No. On objects like that, no. If it's bodies, yes.
Well,
But a 19 does connect.
for
You
4
do.
damage.
4 force damage. All right. Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
All right, Yolanda.
Take
It is the
prisoners.
start of
Yolanda.
round 4.
Take prisoners.
Okay, I might as well try and take a prisoner. Here, I will do non-lethal damage.
Okay. All right, your first unarmed strike misses, but your second one connects for 6 radiant damage.
Uh,
Are all your punches radiant damage?
yes, they are.
Well, yeah, her fists are magical, so
That's a bunch of bullshit.
that's a monk. Welcome to being a monk.
And then might as well go ahead and spend another key and take 2 more. Still non-lethal.
So for 18 damage, 18. Oof, hang on, let me do math. You did 29 unlethal damage to him.
Just in case that.
All right. Your punches just riddle his body with latent energy blows as he is just shaken about. Will you do anything else?
That's me.
We
That's
call
you.
that your hurricane strike.
Hurricane strike. All right, Isteval, you are up. The dragon man that was just riddled with blows by Yolanda is not looking very hot.
He's not looking hot, huh?
It's not looking hot.
Sir Isteval is going to approach from behind and try to grapple him.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something like, I'm gonna whisper in the Dragon Man's ear, like, easy, friend. Easy. It's okay, little fella.
It's time to let go.
Sir Isteval like leans his head in close to the Dragon Man's head, and there's like blood just splattered all over his face, and he's like, easy, little fella.
What do I need to roll for grapple? To strength? I need to
Thought it was
succeed to
strength.
strength. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how successful that is.
There's just blood flecked all over his face, and he's trying to calm
Right.
the man down. Like, don't worry, calm down, friend.
And you got lucky. He rolled a 20. He is successfully grappled. You have put him into a full Nelson.
Now it's time for Yolanda to
Dragon Man. So now it's Dragon Man's turn. Dragon Man is going to attempt to break out of grapple. Dragon Man fails miserably. He continues to be grappled. It is now Hafen's turn.
Remember, Dragon Killer, we're taking prisoners.
use your sorcery to siphon the information from his brain.
It's
All
hard
right.
to do when it's smeared on the ground.
He's grappled right now.
He is grappled.
Give him a soulless husk.
um.
You want to talk him down?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna, while he's grappled, I'm gonna start by trying to talk to him
Okay.
and say, "Stand down if you want to live."
Okay. You say stand down. Will you do anything else?
I might. It depends on his reaction, but I can alter self, and I might alter my limbs in some way to assist in the grappling.
Okay.
Are you gonna go full Luffy? Is it Luffy?
Full
Is that-
tentacle.
All right. It is now Armin's turn.
Has the Dragon Man decided to give up yet?
He is slightly resisting.
Okay. Can I like peruse him for some sort of like? I feel like brigands weren't always brigands, and they might be ex-military in nature. And I'm curious if he's wearing any insignia that would denote that.
Okay.
The Dragon Man army?
Any army.
So you're looking for an insignia, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm using that as the basis of trying to determine if he is ex-military.
Sure. Okay. Yes. Give me a. Would be a good roll for that.
He's hunting for clues.
You're hunting for clues. Yeah.
Full cavity search.
I'm looking for leverage so we can convince him to stand down.
Right. Give.
It might be perception. It might be investigation.
Yeah. Give me a perception on that. Okay. You notice that him, along with the other now dead dragon men, all appear to have identical armor. It's not like disheveled, kind of picked apart, put together armor. They are all wearing what reasonably seems to be, we were given this.
Okay. And they look, when they were fighting in combat, they weren't fighting dirty. Were they fighting dirty, or were they fighting as a unit?
They were fighting as a unit.
Okay. I kind of want to see if I can use that to like lean into the ex-military that is Armin and be like, "Stand down, soldier. That's an order."
Okay.
Maybe it's like an intimidation check, or
Yeah, give me an intimidation on that.
All right.
Okay, so what do you do?
I tell him to stand down, soldier.
Stand down.
Stand down. That's an order.
Stand down. He immediately comes back with Nimra says take no prisoners.
What was that name?
Nimra.
Nimra.
Nemra.
Nimrod.
Nimrod. No, Nimra.
Is that offensive?
Ramen backwards? Oh, Nimar. Not
Is
Nimar.
that Armin backwards?
My God.
Unintentional, but no.
I was about to say, is that really happening now? Is that a thing?
Is there a mirror universe Armin Wanderer?
We're about to
He's still resisting, but he basically, what he just said, Nimra says take no prisoners.
Well, I say we take prisoners, and you need to stand down.
He continues to flail.
I put down my spirit, and I give him a good slap.
Slap, slap. That's your
Yeah,
action.
That's my action.
Give me an improvised weapon attack.
I don't even know how to do that. Hold on.
It's a 1d4. Give me roll your attack, and then give me if it connects 1d4.
1d20. Am I proficient in this? Probably. Plus strength? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I can't even slap somebody.
All right. Well, you
Do I have
gave him a
advantage
ta-
because he's grappled?
yes, he's grappled, so you have advantage.
Okay. Fuck my life.
Your slaps do nothing. He is still kind of flailing about. Yolanda, you see Armin trying to deal with this dragon man.
I'm gonna grapple him.
You're also going to grapple him for going for double grapple. You don't even have to roll it. You just grapple him.
Everybody just grab an arm.
and then I just
Jesus
start
Christ,
petting
not
him
this
on the
again.
side of the face, going shh. Shh. It's okay.
Is this an animal handle?
Yes.
That is
Can't even really
offensive.
do that, but.
You're trying to calm the dragon. Still slight listing.
All I heard
Everybody
was
just
light
grab an arm.
fisting.
He is.
It's just a light fisting. It's okay. Don't worry.
Will you do anything else? Will you
I'm
talk?
just gonna hold him here. I'm not good at talking.
Okay, so we're.
No, has Scott broken up for everyone else?
A little bit.
Yeah, he's frozen on it.
That's what I thought.
He always does like funny poses when he freezes, like every
Did I
time.
freeze?
You
He
did.
did.
You did,
Oh,
and now
okay.
all we see is Mega Man.
I'm waiting on my internet to just cut out.
Just takes a massive dump.
Well, I can hear you guys, but everybody's cameras have freezed.
That's because you've disconnected on Roll20. The light on my microphone makes it look like I'm going to be sniped.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. Roll20's been weird.
I think it's a combination. Are you on
Yeah.
Wi-Fi or wired?
Wi-Fi.
Gotta get that wire, man.
One day.
Just get it like 100-foot Ethernet cable and run it straight from the router.
Down the stairs, down the hallway, across the living room, sure.
I've done it.
Over here, we had it up on the ceiling. It was held up with thumbtacks.
Let me reload Roll20.
I think we've almost convinced this dragon that he should join our team.
Okay, while he's trying to get reset, I'll go ahead and use this as a good time to start getting ready. Yes. Until something needs to be done, I'm just going to keep holding him. So you can let go if you want.
Nope, you can hold him until he goes unconscious and we convert him to our side.
There we go. Now I see everybody.
We're going to have a menagerie of NPCs collected.
All right. So, Sir Isteval, what do you do?
Everybody grab an arm.
Grab an arm.
Not again, man.
Everybody pull.
Quick,
All
Paul.
right. At this point, the entire party has, except Hafen, has grappled.
I haven't grappled.
You haven't grappled?
Nope.
Okay, so he's grappled by 2 people right now. He
Totally
has.
grappling.
He has.
You can only break 1 grapple per turn, right?
Correct. He has given up.
With breaking free, or he's
Yeah, he is.
standing down?
He is resigned to his fate. Having seen his friends fallen, he is demoralized enough that he has given up on trying to break free the grapple.
Are we still
What?
in combat?
Combat has ended.
Woohoo!
We have subdued the dragon.
I'm gonna, as Sir Isteval has him by the arm, I'm gonna go to Sir Isteval's backpack and pull out his rope. I'm still in your rope, Jeff, and we're gonna tie this guy up.
I will allow you to borrow the rope.
Excellent. So I tie a military grade knot around him
Okay.
and sit him on the ground and so who's Nimra? Who's this guy who stole my name backwards?
What are you talking about?
Who do you report to, soldier?
Who sent you?
Nimra, the great blue dragon.
Does And what? And as a person in military, do you generally harass travelers?
We were given orders. We follow them.
You were ordered to harass travelers.
We were ordered to kill anybody who would interject with the dealings of Nimra.
You said you wanted to take our stuff. That's harassment.
Yeah, we were just minding our own business.
Like,
But you're in our domain.
if you had said leave instead
I didn't
of
see a sign.
leave or we'll take or leave and give us your stuff, that's a different thing. There's
Is there a sign?
there is no sign.
What's that? Sorry, what was
there
that?
a sign that said this was your domain?
Yeah.
You saw the marks on the rock.
It's not posted, bro.
It's just you mean scratches on rocks?
The cat scratches on the rocks over there?
This is the domain of Nimra. You have trespassed.
Nimra.
Hey,
Blue dragon, really weak, right? Weak guy?
Weak guy, you know nothing. Human.
Pussy ass dragon.
High elf.
We're just gonna devolve into just like taunting the.
You know we've killed dragons before.
At that point, he is basically like, I've said enough to you, and he stops talking.
Well, let's talk about all the dragons we've killed in front of him.
I'm gonna investigate his dead buddies over here while he's watching.
Okay, give me an investigation. Okay, give me an Arcana check on top of that.
Okay.
You realize that these are magically created dragon men.
So they're constructs.
No, not constructs.
So they were men at one point?
Yes. They are men that have given themselves over to the dragon. They were magically transformed into dragon men to serve Nimra.
I turn and look at him and say, what sort of pathetic weakling would give himself over so willingly to a dragon?
You do not understand, High Elf. Nimra is one, Nimra is all.
Nimra is nothing. You're wandering outside of his region pretty far. Domain.
We are but a scout patrol to keep an eye on who enters his domain. If you came into contact with Nimra, you would not survive, he laughs.
We
Fare
already
better
met him,
than
didn't
you
we?
did.
Sorry, what was that?
We'd fare better than you did.
I am but one of many, he says.
Also, we
More
already
will
met
come.
Nimra, didn't we? We met Nimra and escaped.
Did we? Was
You
that in
don't-
the cave?
No, I'm thinking.
Oh,
Nimra.
in the town?
Yeah.
I mean, you can assume that, yes.
I think I'm going to assume that. Giant blue dragon, I don't think there's a whole lot of them. Was he big and blue and
Kind of
I mean-
dopey looking.
kind of dopey looking?
Dragon Man is just looking angry. He's just like, you will not survive Nimra's wrath, he says. Kill me if you must. More will come.
Did he choose? I'm curious if he chose this willingly. Like, if he was chosen to be one, and he decided he was willing to become a dragon man, or if he was forced to be one. If he was
So
forced
are
to be
you
one,
do you want to ask him that, or are you trying to discern that?
I would like to ask him that, and then use my insight to tell if he's lying. I want to say, hey,
Okay. Sure.
did you
And
choose this life? And I want to read him.
Okay. So he says, "Of course I did. It is the only way."
Okay. Do you want me to roll insight?
Yes, roll me insight.
We're flanking him.
That doesn't matter. As far as you can tell, his conviction is real. He thinks that this is the best thing he could have done.
Who does Nimmer report to? Who's higher up your chain, Mr. Man?
There's only one that Nimra reports to, and she has not been seen in 1,000 years.
Okay. Well, we don't need to dive any deeper to that. We all know who that is.
Any other questions to ask,
I think
Mr. Dragon Man?
I think we should knock him in front of his face
I
until
say we toss this pathetic excuse for a former human off the cliff.
I hear everybody grab an arm.
No, we're not doing that again.
We're not gonna give him the goblin surprise.
No, we're not going to give him the goblin surprise.
You're not going to toss him off the side?
Hey, Finn, you weren't around for that. It was the best.
I don't know why you always pick to play lawful good characters, Jeff.
It was one of the...
You are clearly evil.
Just thinking about it just cracks me up.
All right. So what do you guys want to do with that?
I think we are not in Nimrod's domain. I think we are in Ataz's domain, and I think having this guy as proof of us purging his territory of these guys might be helpful and might be a sign of goodwill.
That's a better idea. Let's take him to this wizard and see what the wizard wants to do with you.
Okay. All right. So, we can continue on. I feel like that if we continue on, it'll be at least another hour.
No.
Like, if this is a good stopping point, then this is a good stopping point.
I think this is a good stopping point because if you continue forward, there is at least another hour of content to do.
Okay.
Is this a good time to take a short rest?
If you would like to take a short rest, you can.
Okay, well, here's what I suggest.
You're gonna need to restrain Mr. Half Dragon Man.
He's already tied up, and I think we should beat him to an inch of his life.
Okay. Well,
Probably
congratulations.
shouldn't
When you
do
guys tied him up, he only had 2 health left.
Okay, we're not going to beat him to an inch
Yeah,
of his
he's within an inch of his life.
He's already with it. He's already there.
Does anybody have warm milk?
Let's all just stand around him in a circle and flick him gently with our finger, and
We'll just flick rocks at him. Throw sand in his eyes.
it has to do exactly 1 HP. If we all flick him at exactly the same time.
Somebody will crit.
I say, if only Peyton were here to regale him with one of his stories, he'd be down in a second.
Mm,
Okay, so this is a good stopping point for the night.
It is.
Okay.
Fantastic, because the next encounter is already planned out. I figured you guys would have blown through this and that tonight, but
the
The
fall.
We had to go make sure a giant boulder wasn't secretly a rock
I
man.
thought we were in elemental territory, not dragon territory. Like, I am starting to doubt this wizard's security. He's obviously unsafe.
All right.
Cool.
So if we want to go ahead and do a short rest, go ahead and roll for your HP and everything. I think Hafen is the only one that didn't take any damage, only because Isteval killed one before he reached Hafen.
So myself and D, we are both very low. I think everyone else is pretty good.
Well, I see everybody's HP, and I agree.
I do too. That's why I'm saying that.
So, where did D run off to?
She is getting ready for work.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and blast through some hit die.
Sure.
I'm gonna click this first one, ignore it, because I want to see if it's rolling a d4.
Okay.
It is.
It is. Okay.
So it's not supposed to do that. And it's like
One
that on
D4
all my
plus
characters.
2?
It's all
One.
right.
Just click
Yeah.
on the dice and roll the 2d4 that you need
Right. I'm supposed to roll a d8
for your health for per HP die.
per hit die. I'm supposed to roll a d8 plus my con mod.
So your con mod is 2.
Yeah, so I'd roll a d8 plus 2. But for some reason, all my character sheets are saying d4 for hit die, when on the configuration it says d8.
Let me look at that. Let's see.
I'm going to make a change. There's a custom class field that has d4 defaulted. I'm going to change that to d8 and see what it does. Did not change anything.
Oh, here it is. I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, I'm looking at your old sheet. I know what I need to change on your new one. Hang on.
What do you need to change in my new one?
So we are gonna look at your core sheet. Go to this. Do you have your sheet pulled up right now?
I do. I'm watching you move around it. You see D8 on the top left?
Yeah, I do see D8 on the top left. Go to the third one down on the left. Custom class. Use
Yeah.
custom class.
And then change that to D8?
Yeah, and then we'll use custom class.
Nope, didn't do it. Still
What?
D4.
It's like Jeff with his con mod. For whatever reason, it's higher than it should be.
He might have proficiency in con.
Anyways, if you know it's a D8, just do a
Yeah.
custom D8 roll per die. That's fine.
So I'm at like I'm at like a quarter of my health. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll
I am.
5d8 plus 10.
Yeah, so D, we're doing a short rest, so if you need to do anything, you can do health dice roll or anything else.
32. That's shitty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How long are we resting?
What's that?
How long are we resting?
It's just a short rest.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, how many hours?
Like an
left?
hour or so.
Key,
An hour. Yeah, that's fine.
An hour.
However long you guys decide to rest for. If you want to do a full 4 hours, someone would need to give me a D20 roll.
Just 1 hour is fine.
Do you see those last two D8s I did?
Yeah,
Look at that
ones.
bullshit.
It's okay. I also just rolled
Ooh.
once.
Ouch.
Also, yours is broken. It's saying 1d4.
Yours should be also 1d8.
Yeah, it should. It
So
usually gives me the option of.
So ignore those and re-roll.
I mean, it's still a 1.
Well, no, but she rolled D4s when it should have been D8s, so she can roll again.
The math is off.
Well,
Yeah, she would have had a lesser chance of hitting a 1.
2d8 plus 4. Shit, man. Like, I've done all my hit. I've done 9 hit die, and I'm
But
not.
you have
I'm
11.
Yeah, I've done 9 hit die. I've got 2 left. I'm still not maxed out. I'm gonna do one more.
Okay.
1d8 plus 2. 7.
You're basically there.
Yeah, but I only have 1 hit die for 1 short rest. God, we got fucked hard.
Me and you did.
How long does my spiritual weapon last? 8 hours?
Does somebody need some I can throw some healing.
No. I do not want you wasting your spell slots on healing. We need you smiting the shit out of everything.
Smiting and blessing and
Yes. Save
God
your
damn
stuff.
it!
Even
Oof.
like if you think about blessing, tell me
Wait,
first.
hey, Armin, don't forget you have that necklace
Yes,
of prayer
that's
beads.
exactly what I was saying.
You have that.
Like I can also bless, and I cannot
So-
smite.
So Brett, did you Did you store at any point any spells into that stone of reserve?
No, I keep wanting to spend time away to talk to you about how to do that.
All right, so since you're still learning how to use it, in the time that it took you to get from the town from Succumbor to that cottage, a day had passed. So I'm going to give you the chance to put up to 3 levels of spells into that stone. Now, when I say 3 levels of spells, you can do, in this case, 1 third level spell, a second level spell, and a first level spell, or 3 first level spells into the stone. So that when it is, you can use an action to cast that stone around you. So you basically use an action to throw it in, basically orbit you.
Mm-hmm.
Every turn you can, I believe, use an action. Let me double check on that. So the Ion Stone of Reserve. While the stone orbits your head, you can cast any spell stored in it. The spell uses the slot level. It basically uses a spell cast level for you.
It's just like a free cast of that spell, right?
It's a free cast of a first 2 third level spell. So if you want, you could put a lightning bolt into it, but that would be the only spell you could put into it. Or you could put 3 magic missiles into it if you so chose.
And it would give me, like, if I put 1 lightning bolt, it would give me 1.
And then that's it. And then that's it for it.
Recharge it again.
Correct. You'd have to recharge it with a long rest.
Okay.
So I will say we're hunting the blue dragon. Lightning bolt may not be the best idea.
Yeah, that's not
right. I'm just saying because I know that one was a 3rd level spell, like that, or fireball if you had that, or or magic missile since it's the 1st level, you'd get 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could choose to put a 3rd level magic missile in there. You've got some kind of wiggle room for it.
Let's hit up. Yeah, let's do a 3rd level magic missile.
Okay, so you had that stored in. So, so if you walk around, you could have the stone surround, basically just kind of rotating around you at all times. But if you don't have it out in battle, it'll take an action to activate it, basically.
Okay.
But you may not want it rotating.
Yeah, I don't want it
all the
just
time.
hovering around right now.
So, all right. Let me. Where is it? Hang on. Let me do something just for you, Brett. Since where is it? Go. I'm gonna put this just in your journal here.
Okay.
I can see it too.
Well, I haven't saved it. So.
Oh, it's got AC?
Yes, but do you see that, Brett?
See what the pyramid?
When you look on the pyramid, I'm gonna actually just change it so you can only see it.
Okay.
Since it's your item, just click on the pyramid. It's under the handouts folder.
Uh-huh.
And if you click on it, it'll tell you in the 3rd paragraph, right there.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to make any attempts on it, they have to roll that AC to get it, basically, or hit it.
Okay.
So that helps you out a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you've got a 3rd level magic missile in it. So I just need you to keep track of that because I won't.
No problem.
So, yeah. So I'm just going to retcon that since you had questions about it. Yeah, you're carrying basically a free 3rd level magic missile at this point.
Okay. Now, after I expend that, I can reload it with different spells, right?
You can put whatever you want into it from 1st to 3rd level, but it can hold a max of 3rd level. So that's why I said a 3rd level, a 2nd level, and a 1st level, or 3 3rd level, or 3 1st levels.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
If we see that that magic shop guy again, maybe ask him if he can enhance it.
That is always something that you can ask.
Well, I just realized because I was thinking about it. When I lost all my magic stuff, I guess that probably means I lost my card to get into that magic shop that Clay was always going to. So I had one of those.
Wait, you had a card to get into a magic shop?
Yeah, that one where if you use the card, any door became that magic shop. I had one of those because that was where I would always get my stuff appraised.
Oh, I see. So basically, I took the idea that Sean had with that magic shop in Waterdeep, and this is basically that I've been running with.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but I was just
But it's not the
realizing.
same gnome.
I guess that.
No, this is an elf man.
No, yeah, but I'm just thinking specifically of the Waterdeep card.
I see. Okay.
That probably got disappeared in.
I'm gonna say yes at this point.
Because that's going to be a magic item.
Yeah. So your only magic item that is not your fists is that ring that Valkyr gave you. Is that right?
Yeah.
I do have a spreadsheet that I'm keeping track of who has what and what is active. So. Okay. All right. Well, that is basically it for tonight. There was one more combat I had planned for tonight. I didn't know if you guys would get to it, but if not, I just have to plan just a little bit more for next week.
Yeah, I've got to leave in like 10 minutes.
So, D, just let us know. I mean, will you not know until like Sunday or something of next week if you're not going to be available?
Well, it really just depends on how exhausted I am by the end of the day.
Sure.
So I won't really know that until like.
So I'll just tell
probably 5.
you that honestly, if you really just don't feel like playing, I have something planned that everybody else can do for the evening. So if you just even feel half-assed for joining, you don't have to. I've got something else planned that we can do.
I just remember how exhausting it is. And so,
Yeah, and it's no big deal. If it comes to 5 o'clock and you're just like, I can't even be bothered, I've already got something good to go.
I have the
That way
benefit this time is I kind of know what I'm doing, and it's not going to be 90 degrees outside. So
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
But it's going to be like
that'll be
30 or 40.
No. Next week it's going to be in the 60s again.
Oh, okay. So yeah, just post in the chat the day of, like, hey, not feeling it, or hey, let's do it, and next week is good to go either way.
I also remember last time I ate an entire large pizza by myself because I was
Oh, wow.
hungry afterwards.
Wow.
It takes a lot of energy lifting up a 1,000-pound bike over and over because I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Definitely.
Pretty sweet.
Well, all right.
Okay, all right, guys. Until next week, then. So there will be no side quest stuff for the week, considering where you're at. You've done you're basically in the middle of your short rest. You have a dragon man. I guess if you want, you can attempt in the side chat to try to coerce any extra information out of him. Don't know how that'll go, but if you want to try anything, post in your relevant side chat. And if not, I'll see you guys next week.
Cool.
All right.
See
Say
ya.
bye-bye, YouTube.
See you later.